What's up, YouTube world? I just got done with the dentist. Best place ever. Psych. Grabbed my wife's kayak, threw it in the bed of the truck. Planned on taking it to a lake that's about a mile away from where I go to the dentist. And see how it produces. I haven't really fished this lake before, other than I've cast a couple lines out off the dock that they have, but I'm going to take the kayak around. It's a smaller lake. I should be able to hit most of it in a couple of hours and see how I do. The plan is I got a black Senko set up, wacky rigged, a black jig with a craw trailer. My guess is that the wacky rig will be the ticket. I've heard that there's not a whole lot of big bass in this lake, but we'll see if we can run into a few. All right, see how it goes. My dude up there in the copter, he's hovering over the lake right now. He's gonna be spotting out the bass for me, pointing them out. Thanks, Chris, appreciate it, dude. I love it. This guy wrapped me around a tree. A little bit nicer one right here under this log. Let's see what we got here. Hey, that's not a bad lake by any means. The far end, the bank is completely different. It's not nearly as shallow. It's got about 15 foot of water, depth change almost immediately off of the bank, about 5-10 yards off the bank. It drops down 15, even about 20 in some areas. There's a lot of shade from the trees. So that was my ticket. That's really what I was doing today. It was just pitching and casting directly underneath the trees that gave shade to the bass. That's especially in the summertime, this is like a bass's happy home. They got shade, shallow water. They can go to the deep water very, very quickly. So it was pristine bass fishing conditions. Everything was right. Fished from about 11 to noon, or excuse me, 11 to 1. And at that time, you know, the sun's almost directly above the lake, but on that far end, you got a lot of shade. And so there were periods of time, a stretch where every 2 minutes or so I was getting nibbled. Nothing too big out of the lake. I imagine there's probably some big ones in there. Most of what I caught today were dinks. I got a couple over a pound. Nothing over 2 pounds. But it was good fishing. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was, like I said, very calm, very relaxing lake where normally I imagine if I was on a kayak, I'd be stressed out. I had a good time. I was nice, relaxed. Nobody else was out there. There's a couple people fishing from the fishing dock on the other end, I think going for perch. But yeah, just all around, it looks like a pretty good fishery. Go check it out if you're in Washington State, in the area. Especially if you only have a kayak or a little boat to fish out of. All right, I'll catch you all on the next safari. Happy fishing.